When we consider the case management approach, we've really broken it up into two areas. One is the co-construction of data walls, and the other is coming together with a student of concern at the table through student work in having a case management meeting. For me, this really explains how you could practically put faces on the data and have that rich conversation about each student that you're concerned about, and then bring a student's face, for example, from the data wall to the case management meeting and have folks around the table discussing what are the one or two instructional strategies that would make a difference for this student that perhaps the teacher, the classroom teacher who's also in the meeting, hasn't tried yet.
And if you were taking that case management approach and you were really wanting to support, particular students, what would you say would be a really well-rounded repertoire of data that you would take for each of those students?
I'm thinking what would be really important to be there would be a piece of student work. So it could be a writing sample, for example, or could be a problem-solving example from the student, or it could be a response to text that the students have made. So depending on whether the teacher wants support around instruction of that student in reading or in writing or in mathematics or another subject area, the focus is always a piece of student work that is representative of the area that the teacher wants support in. So what we need to remember is that the case management meeting is not a meeting about identifying students with special needs. That's a really important meeting. It's a different journey, it's a different path. So the case management meeting is about supporting the teachers with instruction. So the data represents the assessment piece. And the meeting then looks like, how do we use this piece of assessment to inform our next steps for instruction?